Hey everybody, Stippling Vaughn, and you can tell from the background noise that I'm at my local watering hole in college football, and it's busy today. It's a rainy day, so Hurricane Ian is hitting us. Well, not the hurricane part, but tropical storm. So, got a rainy day, so everybody's coming into the bar. I am currently working on the art contest submission for Titan, the Mouse of Might. Let me pull back so you can see him. Okay, so it is still available on Indiegogo, and he's at $6,000 raised. If you take a look at the campaign, it does have a tier where you can get all 3 books for $70. It's a good deal. They're hardbound books. So I would at least go over to Indiegogo and take a look at it. It's funny is that Michael Bancroft was doing a show tonight, this week, and somebody suggested to Michael that you should have Gary Shipman on his show. And I know the chat was responding right away, like, he's already been on the show, and Michael pointed out, like, yeah, if you go into the archives, you'll see that he was indeed on his show. So, but it's always good to have the chat mentioning active campaigns to help bring awareness to people who may not have backed it when it was first promoted on a certain stream. Keeping awareness and reminding people of active campaigns is always a good thing. So I'm doing my part, not just with doing this fan art piece and streaming and making a video of it, but also reminding you of it. It's an all ages book. I know it's an all ages book because of the way he explains it in his description, but also when he's talking about the art contest. Anything goes, just keep it clean because kids will be seeing it. And with the contest he has going on, because he's a small campaigner or a small creator, the winners, I should say, will have their work done up as bookmarks and cards. So who knows, maybe you will see this piece of artwork down the road. If you were to back it, maybe you'll see this piece as one of those promotions. So this is a big week for us. Graham Nolan, he had Renee on his show, here on his Storyteller show, and they're talking about a showing she's going to be doing right around the New York show, George Washington, and significance of George Washington in the comic book world and in comic book art. And so there's going to be a showing in New York around the same time as the New York Comic Con. So getting it out. The bigger thing also is she announced that Michael Golden will be doing a crowdfund to finish up his Spartan X series that he started back in the 1990s, late 1990s. I remember it. It was first came out with Topps Comics, and then it went out into I think they only did like 2 episodes with Topps Comics, and then they did it as a black and white through Image, but they never finished the series. So Michael Golden is going to be crowdfunding it so he can finish the series. It will be like a trade paperback, but it's going to have, he did like, I think it was the first 4 issues, so you begin the first 4 issues plus the final issue that's needed to complete the series. Spartan X was a comic book, their IP, based on Jackie Chan. So I remember getting it when it was with Topps Comics. So I'll definitely be wanting to back it. Spartan X, like I said, when it was Topps Comics and it came out, it was a color book, and I think it was 2 issues. Then, after Topps Comics went out of business, it went over and they did it through Image, and they re-released as a black and white series. They didn't finish it, so now we get to see it. I'm very curious with this campaign how we're going to see it, whether it's going to be have different options so you can get a black and white version, whether there's going to be just available as a color. I do not know, and that's what makes it crowdfunding. When you announce that you're going to be doing a book like that, is we get to speculate and get excited about it, and then when it launches, we then will have the opportunity to see it, back it, and then get it. That's what makes crowdfunding so exciting is, for instance, the example I give you is Michael Golden charges a lot for his signature at shows. If you go up to him and ask him to sign like G.I. Joe Yearbook number 2, you have to pay for it. I mean, it's not oh, here, $2 for the signature, $5 for the signature. I think he charges much more for his signatures. So I don't know whether he's going to have it as a signed copy will become as a tier, or whether maybe it might be a stretch goal. Who knows? Be very curious to find out. Today is the 1st of October, and with it being the 1st of October, that means the Ghosts of Matacumba Key by Graham Nolan has launched. At the time of doing this video, I looked just before I started, and he's at $25,000. He has the Ghosts available that you can get 3 different covers you can get it at, and one of the covers is a black and white version with a glow-in-the-dark cover, which is very exciting. I don't know of any crowdfunding book or CG book that's come out that way, so that's going to be very interesting. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing his hair and how it comes down. So I'm going to then go in, after I put the hair in, I'll then go into this area and I'll hit it more so that way there'll be black bleeding into hairlines. So when it covers his forehead, and that's the reason why I'm intentionally bringing the lines down over his forehead and then just pulling it up. I'm hitting it heavier as I go up because I'm doing heavier than usual. As you can see, what happens is the ink, I go through more ink on the nib. So just pull it on up. Another reminder also, the chat will be airing at 7 o'clock tonight, not as usual 10 p.m. showing. So that is a show I definitely ask everybody to check out. I will be in the chat, and I might actually pop on and be one of the hosts. I enjoy doing that. Danger Vanessa keeps letting me on, so either she likes me or I'm a severe glutton for punishment. Who knows which it is? So now let's get some more ink on this. So, but I definitely would advise everybody to Saturday nights is a good evening. A lot of people, a lot of fan episodes are on Saturday night, as opposed to like Ethan and Graham and Billy Tucci, how they do their shows during the week. This is a show that they do primarily on the weekends or for fans, unless it's an event going on, like launching a book. Then Ethan will be doing a stream. But this is a good evening for fans to join in on channels and just discuss what's going on with Comicsgate and crowdfunding books. So I encourage everybody to please support these channels. It's really, this is what stands out when it comes to crowdfunding. This is where Comicsgate stands out amongst all the others. It's because there's shows by the fans for the fans. And like, so for instance, like Vanessa said, it doesn't matter how big her channel gets, she's never going to monetize it. I don't blame her for that. I've seen how, and this is not throwing shade at those that do monetize their show, but I've noticed that in some ways the attitude changes once they get monetized. And so Vanessa said she's not going to, which I respect. So, but that's the progress so far today. And hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the chat. So remember, everybody, life is stressful, and that's why you take it all one dot at a time.